Hi there. So nice of you to stop by Mom's Stories. This story is called Sofie and the Birthday. Sofie was 11 years old, and everyone who knew her would say the same thing. She was a cheerful, kind girl, especially when she was around horses. She had loved horses for as long as she could remember, and every moment at the stable felt like she could finally breathe freely. Her parents couldn't afford a horse of their own, Sofie knew that. But that didn't really matter because Billy, the school horse, was her best friend. He was brown with a white star on his forehead and big, gentle eyes. Sofie cared for him as if he were hers. She brushed his coat, combed his mane, whispered secrets into his ears. She cleaned the aisles, filled water buckets, and swept for hours just to be allowed to stay. But lately, something felt off at home. Her parents were whispering. They stopped talking when Sofie entered the room. One day, she even heard the living room door close just as she came inside. They were hiding something. Sofie started to feel afraid. She didn't dare ask, but her thoughts spun in circles. Were they getting divorced? Who would she live with? What about her little brother? And what about Billy? She might have to stop going to the stable. She couldn't tell anyone, not even her best friend. But Billy always listened. When no one was around, she laid her head against his neck and cried quietly. "What if everything changes, Billy?" she whispered. "What if I lose everything?" Her birthday was coming up, but she wasn't looking forward to it. When her parents asked what she wanted, she only said, "I just want to go to the stable." On her birthday, her dad drove her there. It was quiet in the car. He offered to come in and greet Billy, which was strange. But Sofie didn't question it. When she entered the stable, Billy was there, brushed, clean, and shining. His mane was braided, and around his neck, a big, red ribbon. "What?" Sofie started. She turned around. Her mom, dad, and little brother were behind her. They were all smiling. Her mom had tears in her eyes. "Happy birthday, Sofie," her mom said. "Billy is yours now, forever." Sofie froze. Her heart was pounding. She rushed over and wrapped her arms around Billy's neck. Tears poured down her cheeks, but now they were full of joy. I was so scared that you were getting divorced," she whispered. Her dad pulled her into a hug. "No, sweetie, we've just been trying to keep the secret. The hardest one, and the most beautiful," her mom said. Billy stood calmly beside her, breathing warm and steady. He was really hers, and her parents, they were still there, together. This would be the birthday Sofie would remember forever, not because she got a horse, but because everything turned out okay. Thank you for listening to the whole story. Now it's time to close your eyes and drift off into a dream. Sleep well. And if you want, you can write your name in the comments. Maybe you will be the star of the next story. Good night from me to you.